Welcome to this episode of Selling Florida with the Robert Slack team. Kat, here we are on Palm Beach, beautiful sunrise underneath the Worth Avenue Clock Tower.
This is such a beautiful area in downtown Palm Beach, home of billionaires, boaters, fine dining, great shopping. We've got such a fun day planned out. We're going to check out all the hot spots from our great listings to the restaurants and maybe a little bit of action on a boat.
You know what? There's so much to do. Let's get this party started.
Search is over, baby. I'm right here, and I got.
Welcome to Selling Florida with the Robert Slack team.
Florida is a very good real estate market.
What a place to live. You can do everything.
We want you to come with us.
Florida dream, right?
You literally have everything. It's not about the home, it's about the lifestyle. You've got so much going on just right here, right?
What a place to party.
Let's get started right now. Kat, it is gorgeous here on Worth Avenue at Palm Beach. All the shopping, this is beautiful. I love when we go around the state and we get to meet our team, our agents.
I couldn't agree more. I've actually never been here, but there's something that makes me feel right at home on Worth Avenue.
I wonder what that would be.
I mean, maybe it could be the shopping and dining. I'm not really sure. But we are going to meet up with Chris and Brittany, the team leader for Robert Slack Palm Beach, and hear about all the exciting things they have going on.
So Kat, you're telling me you can walk by all of these designer boutiques?
I can do it, Dan, after this one's done.
Chris and Brittany, absolutely beautiful courtyards here, coming down Worth Avenue. I'm sorry we're late. Somebody decided she looked in every storefront on the way, but I'm not going to tell you who, but this is phenomenal.
Absolutely. When we first moved here, we became captivated by the scenery. It's so elegant, so beautiful here. Worth Avenue with all the high-end boutiques. You got Louis Vuitton, Chanel. We just walked past Tiffany's, which is very beautiful. And back here, you got these little hidden spots just like this in this courtyard. And you can come back here, get lost, and enjoy the quiet privacy, but also a lot of the high-end shopping as well.
A lot of high-end shopping. The fact that we're only 5-minute walk to the beach, it's absolutely an amazing area. Kat, I know that you were peeking in all the different stores.
This is a beautiful location, first of all. And yes, all the little nooks and crannies of what Worth Avenue has to offer were definitely piquing my interest.
The Robert Slack team down here that you guys lead is absolutely amazing. The results, tell us a little about your team, Brittany.
So we have about 50 agents. They're absolutely amazing. They are like family to us. They do a great job and they just want to succeed.
We're very, very blessed to have a strong core group of agents where we truly are family. We know everything that's going on in each other's lives, and we're there to support each other and make sure that we're successful in business as well as in real life.
So you've got high-end condos, high-end homes. Tell us a little bit about the demographics of this area.
So in Palm Beach County, there's something for everyone. And in this specific area here in Palm Beach Island, it's a very high-end market. This is where the billionaires come to live. So we've got Billionaire Row out here, where there's actually over 33 billionaires that actually own properties on that street. And their total net worth is over $262 billion.
Now, did I read this right, Chris? There were something about the fourth most, what was it?
I think it was the third.
Yeah, so it used to be the fourth, but now it's the third richest
zip code in the
United
country.
States. So it compares against the Hamptons and Malibu and places like that. So the billionaires, they come here and they buy very, very expensive properties. Your average property in this area is starting out at $5 to $10 million at this point.
and your team is selling some of those. But what's the demographics as a whole here?
All right, so overall, the area, we have all kinds of different types of properties that are out there, from condos. Condos here on the island can be about $1 million, but when you go into Palm Beach County, Wellington, Jupiter, Stewart, areas like that, the average price point for a home right now just at around $541,000.
I can tell you guys love living down here, so tell me the top 3 reasons what you love about this area.
I love personally the schools because they're all A-rated, especially in Wellington here.
Well, I'm more of a foodie, so I love the restaurants. You can tell.
I love the restaurants. So we saw a lot of them. We haven't gone into them yet. And what's the third?
The beaches.
Well, you
Of
gotta
course,
say beaches,
of course.
right?
Yeah, Juno Beach, Ocean Reef Park, you know, all kinds of places.
So exactly those 3 things that you guys talked about are exactly the reasons people relocate here and come down.
Well, they come down for a
Exactly.
vacation and they stay.
Yeah.
Just like we did.
Yeah.
When Brittany and I first moved here, we were captivated by the scenery, the ambiance, and the things that are happening here in Palm Beach County. We've got a great entertainment district downtown near Clematis. We've got the Kravis Center, where they have the Performing Arts Center, where you can go to ballets and shows.
So you're close to the beaches.
Yes.
You got nightlife. You don't have to be a billionaire to come here or live here.
You don't.
And there's so much to do. And I know Kat wants to do some shopping. 'Cause she, I mean,
When in Rome, I'd say
Why
we have to
not?
check it out. Well, I saw Tiffany's across the street, so I think I'll start there, a little window shopping on my way to go meet with Michelle, one of your awesome agents. She's actually going to show us a listing in the Jupiter Country Club on a golf course, lots of bells and whistles.
well, I knew you were going to go shopping. That wasn't in question, but enjoy that. We're going to divide and conquer. I'm going to go to a little boutique hotel just around the corner here that I love to stay at. I haven't seen them in a long time. And what are you guys up to today?
We're actually going to go have breakfast over at Tiffany's.
Breakfast at Tiffany's. And tonight, I think we're going to get back together, right? And we're going to go meet some of your agents. We're going to go out on the boat tonight. I look forward to that. So I guess we're all heading out. We'll see you all a little later.
We'll see you on the boat.
See you at
there.
happy hour.
Priscilla, this is an awesome little courtyard. Palm Beach Historic Inn. Tell me a little bit about it.
So it's a small boutique hotel, has 13 rooms. It's located in the heart of Palm Beach, right in the center. The town hall is across the street. The beach is a few steps that way. Worth Avenue is just a block away from us.
We just came off Worth Avenue, actually. And so I heard, what, 1923?
Correct. Yeah, so next year it's going to be 100 years.
And tell us a little bit about the history.
Originally it was called the Buckley Building, and there's rumors that it was a library. We're not really sure. But yeah, it's been a historic inn for many, many years. We've been renovating the place and making sure that it's up to standard to our guests, because most of our guests are from New York and they love Palm Beach and they want to stay on the island, and they expect the same service here as they expect at the Breakers, for example.
Right. All right, Priscilla, so I saw some beach chairs in there, so I assume they can get a beach chair and walk right to the beach.
Yeah, so we're just a few steps to the beach. We have the beach chairs, beach towels, umbrellas, and they're easy to carry. We made sure that they're light. They don't have to check in with us. They just take it, and they always bring it back because we do have good guests, and we don't have to worry about them.
Yeah, good. So Priscilla, this courtyard, it feels very European, the building itself.
The courtyard, it was inspired by Europe, yes, of course.
And you designed it?
I designed it. So I'm from Portugal originally. I've been living here for 16 years. I don't know, I wanted to make it feel more homey and more pleasurable for the guests. A lot of the places here in Palm Beach are inspired by Europe, with the bougainvilleas, for example, the fountain, the little bistro tables, you know, and the umbrellas, of course. I made sure to put a sign as well so that people find us, because we did have that issue where people didn't know where we were located.
Well, yeah, you come off the street, you don't know, but you see the beautiful courtyard,
Yeah.
and you're like, what is it? It attracts you, and then
Yeah.
you realize it's the historic inn.
Yeah.
And earlier we saw people that great. They can get their continental breakfast. They come out here, they're drinking their coffee.
Yes.
It's almost like they're in Europe, right?
Yes, exactly.
So you said earlier you came over from Portugal
Correct.
16 years ago.
The main reason why I came to the States was because of tennis. And then after I finished my studies and my master's, I decided to work for a sports agency, and ended up that I wanted something more, and I knew the developer that owned the Historic Inn, and he gave me the great opportunity to be the general manager here, and he's very, very happy with me.
Well, I was going to say he's the lucky one, because what I can see what you've done, the inside, the outside. Palm Beach Historic Inn is a place you want to come to. I want to come back when you have some room for us,
Be a
because
guest.
you're full all the
I
time.
know, we're full right now, yes. But yeah, I would love to have you as a guest.
Well, I appreciate it. Priscilla, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
It's a beautiful place. You've
Yeah.
done an outstanding job.
Thank you.
And thanks for having us here today.
Hi, Kat. Welcome.
Hey, Michelle, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you? It's great to see you.
Oh, what a beautiful drive through the neighborhood.
Yeah, the neighborhood is beautiful. It's very quiet, serene. This is a beautiful listing that I just received. The home is absolutely stunning.
Well, I cannot wait to walk through the listing, but first, let's talk a little bit about your time with Robert Slack. How long have you been with the team?
4.5 years. I love it. My team leader is phenomenal, and I just love where I am in my career, and it's all thanks to Robert Slack. And I found my home, my niche, and I'm very happy, and I'll never leave.
Well, we love to hear that. You know, we travel around the state meeting agents and love to hear their story, and it always kind of seems to boil back down to culture and family. and
Absolutely,
support.
very, very family oriented. They care very much about all their realtors and supporting them in any way they can, and it's a wonderful company.
Michelle, first impressions walking through the door, the home is absolutely stunning. Has such a grand feel.
It certainly does. It's very spacious. It has beautiful, huge ceiling and windows.
Yeah, the natural light coming through
Is incredible.
gorgeous.
It really is incredible. It's beautiful. The home has almost 6,000 square feet under air.
Lots of special touches too. I'm noticing this is quartzite on the wall.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And a gas fireplace. It's a lovely entertainment home for sure. Pat, I cannot tell you how many parties we have had here. It's absolutely an incredible home. And
Wait, how many parties you've had here?
well, my in-laws. My in-laws own the home.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, so we've had lots of family functions
I
here.
could see wanting to throw some parties in a kitchen like this.
Yes, it's really beautiful, big chef's kitchen.
And this is a massive island. I could just picture tons of people sitting around the island.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's gorgeous. And
Really pretty.
I'm noticing again the natural light theme is following through in the kitchen. This window back here is beautiful.
Yes, they call that a peekaboo window. Lets in all the natural light. And then you have the living space here.
I love the neutral color scheme throughout the home, but I'm sensing a bit of an artistic flair.
Yes, absolutely. My father-in-law's dad is a sculptor, and throughout the home you will see beautiful pieces that he's made over the years.
Oh, that's
that
really
mean a lot
special.
to my in-laws.
Yeah.
So it's displayed throughout the home.
And the staircase in itself is a piece of art.
Yes, it is. Upstairs, they have beautiful ensuite bedrooms, 5 of those, and they have a media room as well, spacious rooms. It's really lovely up there.
And the media room, it's set up like a movie theater?
It is, and my father-in-law, the owner's dad, also did posters as well, and they had those framed up in the media room, and it's a beautiful place to just sit down, watch a movie, have some popcorn.
Sounds
A
great.
lot of fun, yes, yes.
Michelle, you weren't kidding when you said this was an entertainer's dream. Can we talk about this backyard?
It's pretty spectacular. You have the saltwater system pool, a beautiful spa overlooking the lake and the golf course. It's absolutely fabulous. You have your outdoor kitchen as well. So there's a lot of parties happening out here.
I keep hearing that repeated theme, party, party, party.
Yeah.
This is definitely, not only does it offer serenity when you want it.
Right. We have a lot of fun here, for sure.
So it's pretty exclusive to get behind the gates of the Jupiter Country Club. What are some of the amenities as a resident that you're
There are a lot of them here. They have a pool, a fitness center, they have a clubhouse, a restaurant, pickleball, tennis. You name it, they have it here.
Golf, I'm assuming?
Oh, absolutely golf, yes.
I saw a lot of golf carts going around the circle.
It's a big golfing community as well, yes.
Lovely. I mean, everything that you could want behind the gates, you really would never have to leave.
Exactly. You have everything here that you need.
Michelle, thank you so much for showing me around this incredible listing. And one thing that I really love about this is that we're 10 minutes from the beach and...
Absolutely. 10 minutes straight to the beach. You're 20 minutes from Palm Beach Island and the airport as well. It's just a great area to be in.
Yeah, you're off the beaten path, but it still feels like you've got everything you need right around you.
Exactly, yes.
Well, good luck.
Thank you so much. I'm very excited. Thank you.
Gary Crowder, thank you so much for joining me today. I gotta tell you, you put the fun in funding.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's great to be here. An awesome listing that we're here at today.
Oh, it's stunning. There's so much controversy in the media today around, is this a housing bubble? Are the interest rates gonna ever stop rising? What's gonna happen? What's your feel on the market?
I don't have a doom and gloom scenario like many do, and I think the issues are what's going to happen with house prices, you know, appreciation or depreciation. Housing has always risen in price. Throughout history, we've only got a couple of examples where housing prices have basically only mirrored inflation. But in all other examples, they've appreciated much faster than inflation. And I think that when we look at that, our anticipation is, number one, we know inflation is high. So we got to expect that houses are going to continue to appreciate. So I think that takes out the, is it a bubble or not? While we do see interest rates rising, and they may continue to rise, every time that this has happened in the past, or most every time, we end up into a recession. And if a recession is on the horizon, then typically what we're going to see is that rates are going to end up coming back down. So the people that are objecting to paying high rates of interest right now, which still are historically low, but the ones that are objecting to it, it's very likely that they're going to end up refinancing those mortgages in 3, 4, 5 years from now anyways, which will lower their costs. And if they don't get involved now, they're going to miss out on all that appreciation that's going to continue to take place.
The sentiment I'm gathering is don't try to time the market.
Yeah, I would agree with that again. Appreciation is going to continue at some level. So waiting because you're worried about interest rates, look, you're going to refinance that mortgage ultimately anyways. Now is the time.
Once again, the Robert Slack team is so lucky to have you and Florida Funding as a resource. Thank you again for your time today.
Great to see you again, Kat.
See you soon. To some fantastic restaurants all around Florida, but this is finally one that's speaking my love language. Danny, thanks so much for having us. Tell us a little bit about Plant-Based Mafia.
Well, Plant-Based Mafia is an Italian restaurant. It's 100% plant-based, but it's plant-based for everyone because you're going to come here and have foods that you're familiar with, especially if you grew up on the East Coast, Long Island, New York, Jersey, Philadelphia. If you love Italian food, you're going to come here and eat our food, and you're never going to know that it's 100% plant-based and very authentic.
Denny, I think I'm as excited as you are because I love your slogan behind it.
Welcome to the family.
Welcome to the family. That's what we are at Robert Slack. That's our motto. We're a family. And to walk in and see that, I knew this was going to be a good place already.
Yeah, I think it helps too with our, obviously, the restaurant space, labor is very difficult. So when people come here, they work for us. We do treat them like family. They feel like family. We give them a lot of creative license too, especially in the kitchen, because we are a young company. We're only open for a little over 1 year, but we've been designing the company since 2015. 2015. We're expanding now, opening up several more locations in the Orlando, Tampa area, but we want our chefs and cooks to have a lot of creativity. You know, they'll call me at 2 in the morning and go, I have an idea. I go, well, let's hear it.
So how did this all start? You said 15 years ago?
Started in like 2015.
2015.
I was living in California, and I developed a blog called Heart Disease Mafia. So I ran into some cardiovascular stuff in 2014, and by 2015 I started to adopt more of a plant-based diet. It transformed into Plant-Based Mafia because we realized we have all these delicious foods we're cooking. Let's do this restaurant thing, and we'll open it up. It was fantastic, and this is where we are. It turned into 6 years later or 7 years later, here we are.
I love the motivation behind it. Something that probably was a little scary for you. You turned it into something very positive.
Yeah, absolutely. And the mafia thing, though, too, the word mafia really comes from the word mafioso, which means swagger, boldness, and beautiful. And it just turned into this dirty word. I'm like, let's take the word back. We're not going to run from this Italian thing, right? The mafia, but we're also, as Italians, we've contributed so much. Let's take the word, turn it on its head, and do something really fun with it.
Where do you see yourself in this business in the next 2 to 3 years?
50 locations.
Wow.
We're going to transform the location into what's called a limited service location. So you're going to get the restaurant feel, you're going to get the family feel, but it's going to be more of a quick service style where you order your food and sit down and we run it out to you. But we're going to make sure that everything that we do feels just like you're sitting in a restaurant, the Italian family environment. Ultimately, our long-term goal is like 200-300 locations, sell, and go live on an island. Got it all worked out.
I'm going with you.
I'm going to come for you to find me an island, so put one in there.
Well, please, we'll find you an island. Are you seriously telling me all of this is 100% plant-based food?
100% plant-based. No animals have been harmed in the making of this food. So not only is it 100% plant-based, but it has to pass the palate taste test. So if it doesn't taste 100% like the food we grew up on, it doesn't make it to the menu.
All right, what do I have here?
You got the Kosher Cowboy. It's a spicy chicken sandwich with coleslaw, pickles, house-made spicy dressing, provolone. It's on a brioche bun. Some people they'll drive 30 miles just for that sandwich. It's absolutely delicious. It's one of our biggest selling sandwiches.
Kat, what do you have?
You got the Big Bambino. It's our big house salad. It's one of our bigger selling salads. It's mixed greens, chicken, dried cranberries, candied pecans, our house-made vinaigrette, raspberry vinaigrette. It's delicious. The apples and topped off with the blueberry sweet ricotta. This is one of our bigger sellers. The rolled and stuffed eggplant, phenomenal. Meatballs are our signature, like our sweet heat marinara is where it all started with our meatballs. And then you got your cannoli. That's a deconstructed cannoli. We have the cannoli chips in there. It's such a delicious dessert. It's fantastic.
So, Danny, normally I get excited about the dessert.
Yeah.
That is so good. I'm not even thinking about dessert yet.
It feels home style.
It is. That's our goal. The biggest compliments that we get is when we have the old school New Yorkers that come and they're like, this really tastes like the way my grandmother used to cook.
I just love what you're bringing to the Palm Beach area. This is very exciting, and best of luck to you with the expansion. Thank you very much. Can't wait to see you all over the state.
Us too.
Basically all day. We do our most popular tours, little half-hour tours, are $10 a person. You just hop on, we take you around the start of Jupiter Island over here where the inlet is, all custom tours as well. So if someone wants to go out for an hour, 2 hours, longest one I ever gave was 8.5 hours. Customize it to whatever you guys want to do. But it's just a beautiful way to get out on the water, stop at the sandbar, got kids, jump in, go swimming. I've had people come out here, they just want to see manatees and sea turtles and what other sea life we could possibly find. And it's a beautiful spot for it. So this lighthouse over here, guys, this is the Jupiter Lighthouse. It's the oldest and tallest structure in Palm Beach County. They'll change the light bulbs down low and shine it red and green and stuff like that for the holidays. But on a clear day, you can see that light from 24 nautical miles offshore it goes out. So on the right here, guys, this is Du Bois Park, which is a big state park around here. It's all free for anybody that wants to come. Out here, people do a lot of fishing on the end. It's a mad dash on the weekends to get one of these picnic tables in here.
Chris and Brittany, thank you so much for inviting us to come and hang out with you and your team. It's been an incredible day.
Hey, the party's not over. The team is sitting back over here. We're going to go have some drinks. We're going to end this day. It's been another great episode of Selling Florida with the Robert Slack team.
We have the most amazing parks and recreation, from waterfront parks, ball fields, tennis, pickleball, sports activities, picnic areas, playgrounds, beachfront, and beyond. We are well situated when it comes to parks. Boca Raton has some of the most gorgeous beaches in the state of Florida. This property, being in East Boca, is close to all. We even have a beach for dogs, Bark Park Dog Beach. If you have your own plane or fly private, the Boca Raton is in the heart of Boca. If you are not quite there yet, Palm Beach International and Fort Lauderdale Airport are close by. Mainly due to the weather, options of things to do, places to go, coastal living, vibe, and beaches. 13664 60th Street, West Palm Beach, 33411. Fun things to do around this house: Lion Country Safari, Panther Ridge area, Piquet Entertainment and Race Park. Country living at its best in Vero Beach, Florida, and still close to everything. 3 minutes from the mall and close to Treasure Coast beaches. 5 minutes from Vero outlets and some of the finest restaurants in the Treasure Coast. This property sits on 6.39 acres, 3-bedroom, 2-bath with a pool, 1899 square feet plus second detached building with great quarters studio with bathroom and laundry room and garage. About 700 square foot, great for maid or mother-in-law suite, not included in the 1899 square foot, plus a huge detached new 30 by 40 building with 3 doors, plenty of garages for all your toys. The horses too, there are 2 stalls plus feed and tack room on fenced property, with totally stocked pond with bass and tilapia. This property is 5 minutes from I-95. This property has it all, will not last.